Am I the a-hole for not inviting my brother to my son's graduation because he made it all about his new girlfriend? Again? I, 41 male, have a son, Sam, 18 male, who recently graduated from high school. This was a huge milestone, and we had been planning a special family dinner to celebrate. I was proud of him and wanted the evening to be focused on his accomplishments, as he worked so hard to get to this point. My brother Alex, 38 male, has a bit of a history when it comes to family events. Every time he gets into a new relationship, he parades his new girlfriend around, turning any occasion into meet the girlfriend night. It's happened so many times that it's become a running joke in the family. But this time, I wasn't in the mood for distractions. He just started dating Lisa, 27 female, a couple of months ago, and I knew exactly how the night would go, Alex introducing her to everyone, like she's the main event, hogging conversations, and making it about them rather than Sam. So I asked him not to bring her to the dinner. I told him it wasn't personal, but I wanted the focus to be on Sam, not on his new relationship. I thought Alex would understand, but he lost it. He called me selfish, said I was jealous because he was happy again after his divorce, and accused me of deliberately excluding him. My parents, always the peacemakers, got involved and started pressuring me to let it go. They said Alex deserved to be happy, and that Lisa should be welcomed with open arms, especially since Alex hasn't been in a serious relationship since his divorce. They made me feel like I was ruining family harmony, but I stood my ground. I wanted this night to be special for Sam, not another spectacle about Alex's latest girlfriend. In the end, Alex refused to come without her, so I didn't invite him at all. Now, my parents are furious, saying I'm alienating my own brother over something petty, and Alex is spreading the word that I'm punishing him for being in love. Sam had a great night, but I can't shake the feeling that I've caused unnecessary drama. Some family members agree with me, but others say I could have just let him bring her to avoid conflict. I'm stuck wondering, was I wrong for drawing this line, or is Alex the one who's making everything about himself yet again? Am I the a-hole? LOL, I'm sorry, but the punishing me for being in love line is hilarious. I wouldn't say a couple months of dating Lisa is seriously dating, if he has brought other people around since his divorce. What makes her so different? He isn't treating her any different. If he wants to introduce the person he is in love with to the family, he should make an arrangement with everyone like a dinner outing or a small get-together and make it officially about her, not just some other chick he's bringing around to a family event. It's like he wants her to feel special because she's meeting the family, but it's not actually special. BC, it has happened this way before. Not the a-hole. He sounds immature and desperate to fall in love. Love is beautiful, and everyone deserves it, but my guy, come on. No one hates you because you're in love. Haha, yeah, the punishing me for being in love line definitely had me shaking my head a bit too. I agree, it's hard to take it seriously when he's done this exact thing with every girlfriend since his divorce. It's like he's using family events as a stage to show off his relationships. But it ends up feeling less special because it's become a pattern. If he really wanted to introduce Lisa properly, like you said, he could have made it an actual event about her, instead of turning Sam's big night into another meet the girlfriend moment. It's not about him being in love, it's about the timing and respect for the occasion. I would flip the script on your parents. Ask them why they don't want Sam to have a special night after all his hard work. Ask them if they don't want Sam to play second fiddle to your brother's 5,000 girlfriends. Ask them if Sam's one-time graduation is less important than your brother's flavor of the week. As a parent who cares about their child, I think you made the right call. Your brother was being unnecessarily dramatic. If it's so easy for you to just give in, why wouldn't it also be so easy for him to give in? Why does it have to be you? I've set boundaries with problematic family members and been called a wedge, driving the family apart. Turns out, I was actually the glue holding the family together. When I went no contact with the more toxic ones and made my reasoning clear, the family gatherings just stopped. Everyone scattered. Do what's right for you and what's right for your kid. You're not the a-hole. It's tough to set boundaries, especially when family makes you feel like you're the one causing division. I've been feeling a lot of pressure to just give in for the sake of keeping the peace. But you're right, why is it always on me to compromise? I didn't want to cause any drama, but at the end of the day, this night was about Sam, and I had to do what felt right for him. Hearing about your experience with setting boundaries really puts things into perspective. I can see how easy it is for things to spiral when you don't stand firm. I guess the tension now is hard, but in the long run, I'm hoping it'll lead to healthier dynamics. Not only that, you're setting the example for Sam. Empower him to keep healthy boundaries too. Big hugs. What drama did you cause? Your son was happy, had a nice dinner in his honor only. The drama is for you only, so it is your parental duty to deal with it, LOL, not the a-hole. Your parents are also bad grandparents if they cannot see your point. Side note, next time call his new girlfriend by last girlfriend's name, and when he protests, say, "Oh, sorry, this is like the 10th girlfriend you bring over the past year. Hard to keep track." He'll get the message. Am I the a-hole for telling my son and his family to go home after they have been at my house for too long? My son is 26 years old and lives with his girlfriend, and they have 2 small boys, 2 and 18 months old. So 2 times this week, my son has come over with his family to help my husband with some work. While he goes out to the shop to do some work, his girlfriend and my grandsons are in the house with me. The first day, Saturday, they came over at 1:30 and didn't leave until almost 6 o'clock. The second day, Monday, they came over at 5:30, and around 8:30 I had had enough. I went out to the shop and told my son that they needed to go home, and when he comes over to work, he needs to leave his family at home. I love my kids and my grandkids, but they do this so often, and I feel like they are invading on my personal time and space. I have all of my kids, 4, their spouses and my grandkids, 4, over to my house every Sunday for dinner, so I see them all at least once a week. Am I the a-hole for not wanting them at my house all the time? Edit. I did not make it clear that my husband has a machine shop, and my husband pays my son generously for the work he does. And it's not just work for my husband, he does side jobs to make extra money for himself too. I have told my son, politely, that when he comes to work, not to bring the girlfriend and the kids, because it is multiple times every week. We also get together as a whole family. Great-grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins, about 30 family members, once a month to celebrate any holiday or B-days for that month. I also take my daughter, her 2 kids, my son's girlfriend and her kids, to do fun things on Saturdays when there is something fun going on in town, parades, fairs, carnivals, etc. During the summer months, I took them to do something fun every Monday or Tuesday, so I spend plenty of time with them on a regular basis. Why I get so irritated is because he never tells me when they are coming over and they just show up unannounced. No a-holes here. This is tricky. From what you said, your son came over because your husband needed help at work, at the shop? If that's the case, I'm not surprised that he thought he could leave his family with you. I mean, if he's doing your husband a favor, that's not crazy, and it doesn't make him an a-hole. On the other hand, it's also reasonable for you to want your alone time. I'm also an introvert, and too much time with too many people makes me crazy. The trick now will be to clarify the rules. I must confess, you make 4.5 hours sound like 23 hours, lol. It's not like they leave you alone with the GKs. It doesn't sound that onerous, to be honest. It sounds like you're in a tough spot, balancing family time with your need for personal space. It's totally valid to want some time to yourself, especially when you already have everyone over for dinner each week. You might consider having a candid conversation with your son about your feelings. Let him know you appreciate their help, but need some boundaries for your own well-being. Setting those boundaries isn't selfish. It's about taking care of yourself so you can enjoy the time you do spend together. So no, you're not the a-hole. Not the a-hole for wanting your personal space, but don't expect your son to continue helping your husband.
What do you think of these stories? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel to see more interesting videos.